Hello everybody, SlimKirby here, welcome back to the Fire Emblem playthrough. This is going to be the last part of Lynn's story, so this could be a very lengthy video because of that, but honestly, I don't think you guys mind too much, so we're going to go ahead and get things going here. First things first, let's get Florina the heck out of Dodge, because she is about to die. Give her some nice healing here, because she needs it bad. Not even a full heal, but what can you do? You know what? You know what I can do about that? I'll just heal with Sarah again. Give her 2 heals. That's right, we have 2 heals in the first minute of the video, because why not? It seemed like the best use of Nil's time right now, because, you know, Florina's about to level up. I'd like to see her level ups. I'd still like to give her a chance, because in terms of flying units, like, Florina is, like, one of the earliest candidates, and honestly a pretty decent candidate because of that. But let's see. I'm going to go ahead and go in here with Lucius. You finally made it here, have you? Such a long way. We're all behind Lady Lindis, all of us. Here, take this. Use it in your battle against Lungren, please. It's an energy ring. It'll increase your strength and magic power a bit. There are lots of items that augment your abilities. These are hard to come by, so think carefully before you use them. Of course, not using them at all would be a terrible waste as well, right? Items like this might vanish once you've used them. Bear that in mind and use them wisely. So we get an energy ring, and as they pretty much implied, it is the perma, magic, or strength increasing item. So here's what I'm going to be doing. I'm actually going to give both the Angelic Robe and the energy ring to Lynn. The Angelic Robe because she is a lord, so we want to make sure that she survives a lot of things. But also because her defenses are low, and as far as the energy ring is concerned, she has not gained a single strength level up since the beginning of this playthrough. So I feel like this would be the best use of those items at this point, because she has not gained a single point of strength, and I am heavily embarrassed because of that, so we're going to go ahead and use them. No regrets on my side. I'm going to say that right now. No regrets. And yeah, let's go ahead and move forward. So as you can see, you need to kind of knock these snags over to get to the shops, which is okay, because the enemies will not go over here, so you can kind of use that to your advantage. And see, this way we can kind of use these guys around this way, kind of move through towards the capital, while also kind of blocking them off over here on this bridge and whatnot. So I feel like this is the best use of our strategery right now. We do have the units coming forward. Uh-oh, rain again. Okay, let's keep moving. So yeah, I want to show what's exactly inside these shops over here, because there are some actual good items over here. But let me very quickly also get the energy ring. Damn it, Lindis, I can't believe you have to use this. Look, 7 strength. Her strength finally increased after all of that. God, I can't believe that. Okay, so looking at Lungren. Lungren, we have a general. General is the advanced class of the knight, so basically Wallace turns into this when Wallace promotes. He's got some good defenses, but it's kind of funny that his defense is actually lower than Wallace's defense. Wallace has 15 defense and 13 strength. Wallace has more strength, too, so if you're unsure of how to beat this guy, like, use Wallace, because Wallace is made to battle this guy, apparently. I mean, he'll still be hurt a lot, and he probably can double Wallace, I imagine. Well, actually, I don't know. I mean, he has the con. Actually, Wallace might be fine against him completely. But we do have a number of options we can use against Lungren, and we're definitely gonna explore as many as we can to make sure this is a quick and easy fight. Okay, so they will make it through, but I have a lot of units over here ready to take out Lungren here. so I'm not too worried about it. And I have my healer on backup duty as well. Okay, they made it to the moat. They made it to the bridge. We've got to block the bridge, guys. I think we can do that pretty easily with Florina, though. I really don't want to use Urk, though. That's the one thing. Okay, so you know what? I'm not going to use Urk because Urk has disappointed me way too much in this playthrough. Honestly, like, I think I have a better chance of using Will at this point than Urk. Because at least Will got a decent backup level up on that second time I had to go through that chapter. When you get strength and speed as your level ups, I take notice. Those are easily like my two favorite stat gains in Fire Emblem. Strength and speed, because again, you want to do damage and you also want to double attack. When you're doing both, you're just going to be looking pretty good, I think, at that point. Gonna go ahead and do this. I'll have Dorcas probably over here, or not Dorcas, someone else. Florina's not gonna hold this by herself, that's for sure. Although she's really trying with some of those speed level ups and skill level ups. Maybe I'll send Lucius over here, although it'll be hard because we're working with rain again. Wrath can actually move quite a bit through the rain without trouble. But let's go ahead and look at the vendors here. In the weapon shop, we have a steel bow, an armor slayer, heavy spear, and a hammer. Heavy spear may not be a bad idea for Wallace if we want to utilize them. Hammer wouldn't be bad either, but we have a hammer, which Dorcas already has. May consider using that a little bit. And in the vendor, unfortunately, we don't have, like, terribly unique stuff here. We can get another heal staff. We can get Thunder, which is the advanced anima magic, so Urk can use that. Potentially get a crit out of it, too, but, can he even use that, actually? Let me verify. Where is Urk? Oh, he has a C in anima. He can definitely use it. But, like, Lucius, for example, Lucius is not going to get much out of that. So, that's basically that for the most part. Let's go ahead and keep things moving then. Yeah, we'll see what happens. I just want to get to over here so we can start busting down that snag and start working on getting to the end here. I do want to get that heal staff for certain. But I think we should be good on what we have right now. I think I'm definitely going to get another lightning, though, for Lucius, because he's going to run out of that. Critical would be nice, Florina, not gonna lie. Honestly, kind of hoping for that a little bit. Okay. So with that, we can start moving this way again. Who's closer? Okay, you haven't leveled up yet, same, so... You can soak up these 2 kills. Okay, I figured I'd get hit there. I'm kind of hoping for, Lynn to get, or not Lynn, Florina to get some criticals with that Slim Lance. Because that'd do a great deal of damage if she gets that. And would save some more uses. But if she doesn't, it's not a big deal either. We'll work with what we have. That is Sarah's 3rd level up. Magic and speed, that's pretty decent. Not gonna lie. And I can also use Urk here, which I'm not crazy about right now. Okay, so I'm gonna go over here and get this with Lucius. I think Lucius is gonna be my best bet against Lungren over there, because let's look at this objectively. So Lucius has 10 speed, and this is, I guess I'll go ahead and teach you guys how you actually figure out if a unit is gonna double attack. So there's a couple of things that matter: your speed, your constitution, and the weapon's weight. So constitution, we're up to 6. The weight of lightning is 6. So because of that, 6 minus 6 is 0. And because of that, because the weight is the same as the constitution, it's not going to weigh Lucius down whatsoever. So because of that, we know that with weapon being used, Lucius has a fixed speed of 10. Now if we go to Lungren, let's go ahead. He has a 15 con. He has the Silver Lance, which will be 10 weight. He's fine there. He's not gonna, he's gonna be able to use that effectively no matter what, since all of his weights are under his constitution, so he can use these without any penalty. His speed is 5, but since Lucius has 4 speed or more over Lungren, Lucius is gonna double attack. So you gotta figure out, what's the speed of your character once you account for weapon weight. Which, again, you can find out if, again, you have to have a higher con than the weapon's weight. So that's essentially how you figure that out. I honestly did not know that for the longest time. And it's actually kind of cool, because in different games, they use, different ways of determining that. Like in, the Tellius games, attack power actually is part of that, which I think is pretty cool. Okay, so Sane, I can't believe he missed that. He missed that, and he didn't get any attack in, so that was just useless. Okay, come on, Florina, let's get a crit. Let's get a crit. Nope. I think that Slim Lance is about dead, too. Sane's gonna get a little bit of health back from that. Okay, so what do we got now? I could continue to use Florina, I guess. Actually, let's do this. And again, there's no penalty to using these weapons, because we're gonna lose essentially everything, and we're gonna be given fixed weapons at the beginning of Lynn's mode, so it's really not a big deal if we're wasting some of these, special cases. And of course, Florina criticals when it doesn't even matter on the last hit of the Slim Lance. When the guy was gonna die regardless. So that was kind of a BS happening right there. Actually, there is a problem with this, because I am considering using Will again, but the problem is, if I attack him again, he's probably going to run for the fort, so let's hope he crits. Nope. He's definitely going to run for the hills then, I can already tell. But for now, let's go ahead and keep things moving. Gonna move you forward, gonna move Lynn forward. I could use Dorcas right here, I guess. Let's go ahead and... Whee! Give him an extra attack. Sane, try this again. Thank you. Now, Sane, this is your last chance, because I'm definitely considering Kent a little more right now. I don't know if that's going to be enough. Again, 12, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9. Skill and speed are better, but for Sane, strength is a lot better. But again, Kent's defenses are just so much better than what Sane's are right now, so... Still looking like Kent, but still, I haven't been impressed with Kent's latest level ups. Or his latest one. I think he's only gained one, but... It wasn't good. It wasn't great, I'll say that much. Speaking of Kent, let's go ahead and get this attack in. And we can officially start worrying or battling our nemesis over here. I'm really curious to see what Dorcas can do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, he's not going to be able to get to him, though. Okay, can you do anything? Yeah, I mean, I might as well. Actually surprised he went for Florina right there. Oh, Florina can actually double attack, too. Interesting. Takes another hit, but that's fine. Because this way Will be able to finish her off, or finish him off. Okay. So I'm gonna do this. I want to use Will to do that, though. Well, I can do that still. Okay, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna heal Florina again. This will be Sarah's last heal staff, but we can get another one if we absolutely need it. Nope, not gonna attack. Gonna grab you, put you here. Gonna use Will to finish this guy off. I was really expecting that critical to actually hit. And not bad, not bad for a final level up for Will. I'm not gonna say that was terrible. It wasn't, definitely wasn't. I'm gonna give Florina one last dance here, and move her down here. I need to get Nils still, but that's fine. And as far as you're concerned, I'm gonna go ahead and buy the heal staff for Sarah, and another lightning for Lucius. And hold on right a second, guys. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Had to take care of a few things. Anyway, let's see what we got here. I'm very, very curious with how this is going to end up working. May end up not even working. We'll have to just wait and see. We are going to get our troops, though, get them ready for this next exchange against Lungren. Because I really am curious about one thing I'm considering here. Is we do have Dorcas, and we have Dorcas with this giant hammer at his disposal. I want to see if this hammer could actually be of good use. It could be. The problem with this is if Dorcas misses, it's very likely he's going to take a lot of damage back in return, because the hammer is just a very, very heavy weapon in general, it seems like. Yeah, 15. 15 doesn't have enough con to fully use it, so he's basically going to be treated with having 6 speed as opposed to 7. He's not going to be able to double attack Lungren at all. But if he gets this hit in, we could be good to go. The problem is with Lynn, for example. Yeah, well, Lynn could survive still. But again, it'd be highly unlikely that she'll get both hits in. It's possible, but highly unlikely. So, okay, once again, you do 21, right? Oh, you do 15. Why do I think he did 20? Oh, Lungren does 21 to me. That's what I was thinking of. Okay, so let's just go ahead and test this out. I'm curious. He won't die from this at the very least. This is my realm, and you've entered without my permission. You will not leave these lands alive. Oh, but Dorcas kind of has other plans. Wow, he missed. So, you know what? This could actually be really good if Dorcas gets another hit in there. It'd be really kind of cool if he did, honestly. But again, I'm going to be safe about this. I'm not going to do anything too reckless. I have both of my Cavaliers on different sides here, so if something goes wrong, I have that to work with. And I also have my healer over here too, just in case. And if I don't get the hits in, maybe Lucius can do something as well. So we'll see what happens here. Okay, let's do this. Lungren is going to heal up a little bit, get 2 or 3 extra HP here. Does get the hit on Dorcas. Ah, dang it. Dorcas ended up missing, unfortunately. Oh, and it's going to rain, so I'm going to need to be a little careful here. But we do have Lucius here. What can Lucius do? We'll get a double attack, which is nice. Okay, let's do this. Funny thing, if Lucius got a crit right there, he would have actually killed Lungren. But I'm going to do this now. The reason why I'm doing this is I don't want Lungren to switch to the Javelin, because the Javelin would... well, for one, it would attack Lucius, but then it'd also give him different stats altogether. So yeah, Dorcas, you need to get the hell out of here, because you're going to die otherwise. And just a Faravi, yeah, you can't kill him. I mean, if you get a crit, you can kill him, but... I think it's too hard to make that call right now. I think it's better to just kind of play it safe. See what we can do on this next turn. Now, it is going to be raining. So we won't have a lot of movement to work with here, but we don't have very many hits left to go either, so... Oh, and of course, you can only attack... Well, I can do this at the very least. Okay, let's go for the double lightning here. Perfect, and you know what? We don't even need to use the Monocotti for this, because if we use the Lance Reaver, we're going to get 2 hits, and that's just going to be enough to kill him, so... Let's do it, guys! So you're the girl claiming kinship with my brother. You'll pay for this farce to the end, won't you, Lungren? The royal house of Kalen has no need of a Sakaean mongrel. I'll put an end to this foolishness here and now. To further your own black ambitions, you've harmed my grandfather in the very land you ought to serve. I have neither pity nor mercy for you. Lungren, prepare yourself. Welp! Well, Lungren, you just got destroyed by this whelp. That annoying little girl. Nothing but a savage from Sakae. The Kalen throne should be mine. Shoulda, woulda, coulda, wasn'ta. So there you go. Lynn's last level actually gets strength for a change. And there we go. We are done. Let's get one last bit of healing in before we finish up. Not that it really matters too much, but still, doesn't hurt, I guess. Anyone else need healing? I guess Matthew does, so we'll do that next turn. And ladies and gentlemen, Lynn's story is officially over, so we're going to have to watch a small bit of an epilogue here, but that's okay. Nothing wrong with epilogues. They're just here for story purposes, and yeah, let's see our grandfather. We've won! At last I can see my grandfather. You are Lady Lindis, are you not? Who are you? I am Reisman, the Chancellor of the Kalen royal family. I had received word from Kent and Sane when you first met, but then Lungren discovered the message and imprisoned me. It is my great pleasure to welcome you to your true home. Thank you. May I see my grandfather now? Yes, of course. Do not be shocked by what you see. Lungren has been poisoning the Marquise's meals for some time. His body has been ravaged. He's been bedridden for months. Who is there? I said no visitors. I will see no one. What are you doing? Leave me to die. Pardon me. My name is... I'm Lindis. Eh? Did you say Lindis? Is that... My father's name was Hassar, chieftain of the Lorca. My mother was Madeline. I was raised on the plains. Could it be? Come here. Let me see your face. Oh, yes, there is no doubt. You are Madeline's trueborn child. Grandfather! Lungren told me that my daughter had died. My heir, and you too. He told me you were dead. Thank you for living. I am blessed. Mother and father were slain last year by brigands. I was the only survivor. I lived on, but... Lindis, please forgive a prideful old man. If I had but accepted your parents' love, there would have been no bandits. We would have lived here together in perfect peace. Grandfather, my parents, my tribe. Our life was one of love and peace. The end was tragic, but up until the attack, we were truly happy. Truly, Madeline had a life of happiness. Knowing that gives me so much joy. Thank you, Lindis. I can die in peace now. No, Grandfather, you mustn't say that. There is no avoiding it, Lindis. I've taken too much poison for far too long. It's too late. Be brave, Grandfather. You will recover, believe me. On the plains, we say that illness fails in the face of a strong heart. I am with you now. You mustn't give up. You're with me? Yes. We have so much to talk about, walks to take, music to listen to. There's so much I want to do with you, so much lost time we can recover. That does sound nice, doesn't it? And once you're well, I'll take you to the plains. I'll show you the endless sky, the oceans of grass. I want you to know the lands my mother loved so much. The lands Madeline loved. You're right, I still have quite a bit of living to do. You can do it, Grandfather. Lindis. Lady Lindis, do you honestly plan on remaining here? Tell me truly. Yes, until my grandfather is well. I can't leave him now, I won't. The physician says that Lord Hassan looks like a new man. It's like he was never ill. And it's all thanks to you, my lady. He's the only family I have left. I want him to have a long life. Lady Lindis. What is it, Florina? I've been taken into service by House Kalen. From here on, Lady Lindis, we'll be together always. Really? Oh, that pleases me so, but... Please, don't call me Lady Lindis. For you, I'm still just Lynn. My Pegasus and I fly for your house now. I am your servant. There are rules to follow. Florina, I'm happiest when I'm with you. That's more important than how I address you. Please. I suppose I'll just have to get used to it, right? Very well, I understand. Oh, thank you. I do love you, Lynn. Oops, I mean, Lady Lindis. Oh, Florina. Lady Lindis, I've decided to stay too. Will, weren't you planning on returning home? Well, I was, but I've grown quite fond of Lindis's legions, you know? I couldn't possibly leave everyone behind. I'll send word to my family regarding my decision. I'm pleased to have you, Will. Thank you, my lady. Slim, you're leaving, aren't you? No, I'm not asking you to stay. It's just, I'll miss you. When I found you unconscious on the plains, I had no idea we would be together for so long. You've helped us so much, and I'm sure you've learned all you can from us. You'll do just fine on your own. I have the utmost faith that you'll be a master tactician, Slim. That's from someone who's seen you at work. Well then, take care. I hope to see you again. I'm sure that I will someday. Okay, so that's going to do it for Lynn's story. Going to have a nice little, I guess, epilogue here. Kent, Knight of Lycia, for his bravery in fulfilling his command. Kent is named Knight Commander of Kalen. It is a high honor for one so young, but no one denies his worth. Sane has earned the honor of being named Sub-Commander of the Kalen Knights. Despite his promotion, he still scoffs at authority and woos the village girls. He is much loved by the citizenry. Florina has arranged to stay in Kalen. She spends her every waking hour in rigorous training, hoping to become invaluable to Lyn. Her fear of men has lessened, but only slightly. With his cheery outlook and his happy-go-lucky demeanor, Will has become quite dear to Marquise Kalen's household. Kent is teaching him manners befitting a sworn man of Castle Kalen. Once Lyn's true heritage is recognized in Kalen, Dorcas returns to his home in Bern. There, he cares for his wife and makes a good living as a mercenary fighting the local bandits. Ultimately, Urk succeeds in seeing Sarah safely to Ostia. While her behavior is irritating at best, she is sorely missed. Her exuberant tongue has become legendary. His contract with Sarah complete, Urk sets off for Etruria. His time as a mercenary is just part of his training, and he is glad to see it end. He has since returned to his mentor. In the celebration following Lyn's return to Kalen, Rast slips out unseen. Whether he has returned to Sakai or has continued to work as a mercenary, no one knows. Matthew vanishes after the final battle, and his whereabouts remain a mystery. Ooh. Nils, the mysterious musician. Nils and his sister Ninian take their leave of Castle Kalen after a few days. He may be well traveling the land, mastering his musical skills somewhere. Lucius studies in Kalen for a time, but he departs after receiving summons to another land. He has since been seen traveling with a hard-eyed mercenary. For Wallace, Lyn's struggle only whets his appetite for battle. He sets off in search of a cause worthy of his blade. He lacks any sense of direction, so it may be years before he returns. Slim leaves Lyn to continue his training. He plans on traveling throughout Lycia. Lyn refuses to say goodbye, believing in her heart that she will see him again. Lyn, the sword fighter from Sakai. Lyn now lives with her grandfather as Lady Lindis of Castle Kalen. Under her loving care, Lord Hassan recovers, and now the two of them go for many walks in the Kalen Gardens. On clear, dry nights, Lyn can be seen high atop a hill near the castle. Perhaps she is remembering the home of her youth, the plains of Sakai. And with that, we move on to the next story. So here's where, after Lyn's story, you can choose between Eliwood and Hector. I'm going to be going with Eliwood, and as I said before, I am going to be doing this on normal mode, not hard mode, because hard mode actually does get significantly harder for Eliwood's mode, and same thing with Hector's mode as well. Because, again, for Lyn's mode, hard mode was basically no tutorial, but in these stories, hard mode means things are going to get a lot harder, not so much the whole tutorial thing. But yeah, that's going to do it for Lyn's story. So I'm going to go ahead and select Eliwood's story here. Here ends Lyn's story. Would you like to save your progress? Yes. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and end this here. This has been SlimKirby. This has been Fire Emblem. I'll see you guys next time for the start of Eliwood's story. Later, folks.